We're going to do just a couple of little quickie fixes here on clay pot, and one of the things that was mentioned is that the checkerboard texture is kind of curved and is not lining up properly. It's having a bend on it, and there's also on the inside bottom of the pot, this bottom section isn't lining up. Isn't doing what it's supposed to do as well. Let's go into the UV texture editor and take a look. I'm going to make that so I can see the UVs. And let's just first of all, let's look at this first one here. This is the bottom section of the pot, and something got corrupted or something like that, and this didn't unwrap properly. That's a pretty easy fix that we can do right there. What we can do is let's try it this way. Let's go to UVs and let's select UV, and I'm gonna rip this off. Keep this nice, and I'm gonna select the shell. Let's just bring it out of the way here, and oops. Let's just bring it out of the way there. And then let's go to faces, and I'm just going to select all the faces. Now I've got all the faces selected here. Now if I go into my Create UVs and go to Planar Mapping, I'm going to planar map this, and this is oriented in the XYZ, so the Y is up and down. So I'm going to project it from the Y axis, that's up and down. And let's create UV. Let's do that. And there we go. Oh, so that actually wasn't the Y-axis. That looked like it was from the X-axis. So let's do that again. Let's undo that. And let's go select Create UVs, Planar Map. Let's see if it is the, oh, that's what happened. It didn't take it. It took it from the X-axis. So what happened there is that it UV'd from the side and not from the planar map down. So let's apply that, and there we go. So as you can see, that now planar mapped, that UV mapped that going all the way down. And what we want to do here is first it's taking up the whole grid, which is something that you don't really want to do. So we're going to go to UVs. I'm going to select UV, select shell, and let's just scale this back down again. Just something a little more manageable. Put it back in there where we had it before. And there you go. And Bob is your uncle. Now you may want to move that around a little bit, play with the size or whatnot. Now the other thing that I mentioned, that was mentioned before, is that this is not on a the texture is not going on a curve. Now in reality, if this were a real clay pot and you were able to unfold it, the sections would indeed look like that. However, the texture is not placed on it the same way that it is modeled. That is the thing you need to keep in mind when separating out your UV textures. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to straighten this out. I'm just going to straighten out both the inside and the outside are the same, and I'm just going to do the outside one. What I would probably do first is separate out, try and make this a little bigger, is I would separate out this bottom portion here, which is this section right there. Just for the sake of time, I'm not going to do that right now. That's something that I should do, is separate those out individually. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to do it the quick and dirty method and just kind of show you what I want to do. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to UVs, and I'm going to start with this bottom one, and I'm going to select all those UV points. I'm going to shift select. I want to select that whole bottom section there. Just like that. I have the whole bottom section selected, and I'm going to press the scale key, and I'm just going to scale it. Oops, I missed something there. Let's just grab that there, and I'm going to scale this like that until they're straight, just like that. And I'm going to scale them out a little bit. And then I'm going to do this middle section here. So I'm going to grab all of those UVs in that edge loop there. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to scale them so they're straight. And I just scale them all the way down like that. And then I want to do the same thing with this top section here. And let's just make sure we got all of them. I didn't get that one. And just shift select. If you had the room, you could probably just select this all in one swoop. Have those all selected. And I'm going to select it down like that. Scale it in a little bit so it's straight. It's not perfectly straight. You might want to spend some time getting that perfectly straight. Let's just see what we can do here. And I'm going to select the shell and I'm going to scale it out to size and move it around. And there I have it. I have straightened out the UV texture on the tapered pot like that. I hope this was helpful. And some of these techniques will be relevant to some other UV challenges that you may have.